get my Instagram going, and we will jump into today's early morning intuitive guidance. We have another affirmative card today that fits right in with all the things we've been talking about. There we go. And good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Joe Neal. Glad you are here. Bright and early, which is much better than bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So we have a card today that, as always, continues to fit in with our theme. And I think today, again, we will go over the statements from the 21 days of invoking divine right timing and divine right order, because it fits in just perfectly. So welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. Happy Tuesday. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to start your day off well. Good morning, Barb. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. And we got some rain overnight, which is a good thing. Actually, we got some during the day too, but everything got a drink, so I don't have to be out there watering again. And I think, good morning, Beth. Good morning, Ruth Ann. Glad you're here. Thank you for the sunshine and the wave. Yeah, everybody rolling in. This is good. And I'm hoping that you'll take this card to heart, that, oh, it's not just a card for everyone else, that we're talking to you. The universe is talking to you. Yes, you. And that this message can be heartening. If you're slogging through some stuff, this message can be heartening. So give me a minute here. Something's picking at my brain. Okay. So it feels like a full round of tapping, maybe more than one. We'll see what we get. Let me get a sense of direction here. It feels like that the universe is kind of circling that word heartening. We need some heartening, right? Every day we get the stuff that just kind of picks away at us. Good morning, Angie. Glad you are here. Welcome. Picking away at us, draining our energy. We try not to look. It's like the car accident. We're trying not to look, but yeah. Or the roadkill. Are you one of those people? I'm like, avert your eyes. Try to get around it. Yuck. So today, we're going to hearten ourselves. We're going to bolster our resolve, and then we'll jump into today's card, which is trust. Trust. But let's start side of the hand by the baby finger. If you're not a tapping aficionado yet, well worth your time to check it out, because it's an amazing tool that doesn't require pills, doesn't require equipment. Your body is the equipment. So baby finger, we're going to do 3 statements on the side of the hand. Even though I get dragged down by things, you say it out loud, I love and accept myself. You can change hands. You can do the same. You can do both together, whatever works for you. Even though I sometimes get worn out by the news, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though there are times when it seems like nothing is going right, I am willing to keep at it. Okay, now the inside corner of your eyebrows, all this bad news. Outside corner of the eyes. And the stuff they're telling us to do under the eyes. I don't know what to do. Under the nose. Who do I listen to? Under the mouth. Whose advice is worth listening to? Collarbone. What do I do? Under the arms. I'm going to follow my inner guidance. Around the crown of the head. But what if it's wrong? Inside corner of the eyebrows. I'm going to quiet myself and listen within. Outside corner of the eyebrows. But what if I don't hear anything? Under the eyes. How can I be sure I can trust my inner guidance? Under the nose. Well, following outer guidance isn't working very well. Good morning, Gwen. We're just doing some tapping. Under the mouth. It seems like everything is designed to stir us up. Good morning, Abigail. Glad you're here. Thank you for all the fun stuff, including the little spotted mushroom. Love that. Collarbone. I'm going to take a breath. Under the arms. I'm going to slow myself down to the pace of guidance. Around the crown of the head. I'm going to center myself right here, right now. Inside corner of the eyebrows. Everything settling and centering. Outside corner of the eyes. I might cut off some of that news. Under the eyes, I might step away from all of that impingement. Under the nose, I might prioritize taking care of me. Under the mouth, I might prioritize some solitude and some quiet. Collarbone, I might prioritize going within. Under the arms, I prioritize me. And around the crown of the head. And so it is. Take a nice deep breath in and out through the mouth. Let's do another one just for shits and giggles. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, so now just compare. How do you feel post-tapping compared to pre-tapping? Good morning, Nancy. Glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. All of our practical rebels here. I don't see Mel, but most of our practical rebels here. Glad you are here. Just taking some time to slow down to the pace of guidance, to slow down to the pace of quiet and stillness and solitude, just taking some time for you. And today's card is going to fit right in with that. So we have a grace card from Cheryl Richardson to stack. And the card is trust. Trust. She's holding a gigantic seashell. Good morning to everybody who's popping on. Glad you are here. Welcome. Card for today is trust. So if you can, not if you're driving, I want you to close your eyes and just take another nice deep breath. Exhale, clearing the way for this message to come in and see how it fits for you. See how it resonates for you. And then we're going to do our 4 statements from the 21 days of divine right timing and divine right order. So here's trust. The more we follow our intuition, yes, good morning, Carolyn. Definitely prioritize you. Fabulous. Good, good, good. Look at all those hearts. Gotta love it. The more we follow our intuition, the more we'll find that the right doors open to assist us in fulfilling our life's purpose. Notice that it does not say we'll find all of our answers or we'll know in a flash or any of that kind of stuff. The process is still often about taking the next step in faith. A la Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the next step in faith. That's where trust comes in, where faith and trust come in. If you could see the whole thing, you wouldn't have to develop the kind of faith and trust we need to develop as human beings because we can't see where we're all going. So the next step forward, the next best step, that can be your mantra for today. The next best step. What's the next best step? And oftentimes the next best step is listening within, taking some time, doing the things that give you guidance, whether it's journaling, whether it's going for a walk with yourself, whether it's prioritizing listening to what you're getting for messages in the course of the day. Again, a cheesy one that I think works amazingly well is a little thing I call the next 3 things. And I've used this with clients for probably 30 years. The gist of it is you pose your question to God, Spirit, Universe, Creator, all that is, however you look at it, and then you let it go. and you pay attention to the next three things that grab your attention. It might be a song on the radio. It might be a billboard. It might be a bumper sticker. It might be you're walking past people and they say something to each other that resonates for you. Let me give you some examples. So I had a friend who was in an industry where she worked on commissions, and her husband, who was a paycheck kind of guy, was urging her to leave her career and go back to being a teller at the bank. Why? Because it's a paycheck kind of job. It's predictable. She did not want to do that. By any stretch of the imagination, she did not want to do that. So she was bumming. So I said, well, come on over. And I have the lunch hour off. Let's walk from my office to this amazing French restaurant that used to be down the road. And we'll see. So when she came to the office, I had her do the next three things. I had her pose to the universe. What am I supposed to do? Do I go back to banking, or do I keep doing what I'm doing, knowing that changes will be coming? So we went to lunch, and she was an overachiever. She was diligently trying to get the messages from the universe, but she was pushing too hard. She was pushing too hard to make it happen. So we went, we got an amazing meal. We sat, we enjoyed the meal. She kept looking around the restaurant, trying to find her answers. And she just kept picking things out that I could tell she was trying to make it mean something, right? So as we're walking toward the door, we're done with our meal. She turned and she looked at me and she said, I don't think it worked. Sitting near the door at a little 2-seat table were two young women dressed in 3-piece suits. So as we walk past them to go out the door, one of them says to the other, there's no money in banking. We walked outside, we busted out laughing, giggled all the way back to my office. 2 days later, she got a phone call from a different company in the industry she's in and offering her a new position. She took it. She loves it. She's been there decades. All it took was a little bit of getting out of her own way, really. One more story and then we'll move on. A woman who had struck up a friendship with a guy on the internet. She felt like her marriage was flagging. It was just, there's nothing there, blah, blah, blah. So she had come in for a session and was talking about, do I leave my husband and go with this guy in a different state that I met on the internet? Now, logic and reason would tell most of us what to do, right? But she was so clouded because of the emotion. So we did the next three things. She left the session. She took off. That I think she must have been at 11 o'clock because I was eating my lunch when she called. Took the call and she goes, you are not going to believe it. And I'm like, yeah, I bet I will. Good morning, Mel. Glad you're here. Welcome. Now we've got all the practical rebels in the house. She said, I'm driving down Highway 41 and I see this billboard, live, work, and play in Wisconsin. Who'd have thunk it? So she stayed with her husband. They did some marital therapy. They worked on stuff because sometimes we have to do that, right? And everything was well. So just the things that we can do that assist us in getting out of our own way and hearing the divinely guided message. So to that end, let's do our 21 days of invoking divine right timing and divine right order statements again. So I'll say them and we'll do call and response. You repeat them out loud if you can. Claim these as your own. First one, today the divine will show me the way. I am open to all signs and messages. The perfect steps are already picked and I am guided to them. Moving through the world, open to constant help, gets easier and easier with practice. And there you have it. There you have it. Pick out your favorite. Make it a mantra. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Again, the doors will open to assist us in fulfilling our life's purpose. We don't have to have it all figured out. We just need to show up and take the next best step that we can see. That's it. That's all we have to do. Sometimes it's just show up. I'm here. I don't know what I'm being called to, but I'm here. Here I am. So may you today show up for yourself. Let's see how it goes. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are, including having trust. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.